Michael Stanton here of Super Sport Motors in Clinton, New York, doing yet another video on a Mercedes. This is a 1986 Mercedes Benz 420 SEL. One of approximately 5 of these that I have in my collection. And I'm selling my whole collection except for one. And I'm keeping that for myself. Now this car is really unique in that I bought it about a year and a half ago with the sole and absolute purpose of fixing everything I could on it as best that I could. Not only just to have the little things on the car that were not working fixed, but I did it for myself to find out how difficult it would be, how expensive it would be, and then to drive the living hell out of it. And that's what I have done. So about a year and a half I think I've had this car, and I have put right around 8,000 miles on it. I think I had 75 or 76,000 original miles when I bought it, and now it's at 83,000. So I can dig up, I think, probably between $7,000 and $8,000 of receipts that I put into this car in the last year, and it was all just, you know, maintenance items, brakes, air conditioning compressor, new tires, all sorts of things like that I did to it just to make it not perfect, but to make it awesome and make it into a really, really good driver. Hence, that's the reason it's got 8,000 miles I put on this car in 1 year. Now, you may say that's not a lot of miles for 1 year, but I have 20 cars I'm driving that are in my collection, and I drive probably 35 to 45,000 miles a year. So I can't put all those miles on one car. But of all the cars that I own, I put more miles on this one in the last year than the other one. So that's kind of a significant statement for a car that's, what, 33 years old? I'm not sure if I did that math right. But this is autumn of 2019, and this is an 86. So yeah, 33 years old. It's a pretty significant statement for a car this old. Now, if you take a look at those windows, they may look black, but I am a real aficionado, if that's the word, of tinted windows. I love them. So it's a 30% dark tint. Let me show you here what it looks like when I do this. It's not as dark as you think, but it really, really is cool. See it up in the top part of the window there? It's really cool because nobody can really see you, but you can see them. And so I did that because the cars that I like driving all the time, that's what I do. Costs like $300, well worth it. Professional job, very nice. Now, I think probably the number one reason I bought this car initially was because I'm a real fan of the silver on blue color combo. Matter of fact, about a month ago I had an 87 560 SEL that I sold. It's still on my website, which is supersportmotors.com. Still on my website, and you can see that it's the exact same color combination. Just a beautiful color combination. It's got that darker, kind of a charcoal silver on the bottom, and the lighter silver astral metallic for your top coat. Back to what I was saying a second ago here. The initial reason I bought this car was because of the condition of the body and the paint. The undercarriage is just fabulous on this. Light rust on the exhaust system, that's it. But the paint is very, very close, and this is hard to believe, very, very close to a 10 out of 10. I would rate this paint on a scale of 1 to 10 as probably a really good solid 9.5. And the only thing, there's no door dings, there's no scratches or anything. The paint is just really incredible. The only thing I could find in the whole car that might be considered a flaw would be where I put these 2 little stickers here. Those 2 little marks in the bumper. And so I put those 2 little stickers on there, and I love them so much I put that sticker there. They peel right off. But if you peel that sticker off, the paint's perfect underneath. I'm sure somebody thinks I'm trying to hide something, but I'm not. So, how do you like that beautiful Montana license plate? The car is from Helena, Montana, originally, which accounts for some of the conditions. So I used to live in Spokane, Washington, and Spokane and Montana, I think they throw urea on the road, so it doesn't really do anything to the cars like it does out here in the Northeast. I may be in New York State, but this car is not. Interesting, in my video, the car almost looks blue, but it's not. definitely silver. If you go to my website, supersportmotors.com, I've got a lot of pictures on there. Pictures of the engine, pictures of the trunk, pictures of the inside, everything. I got those fog lamps on because honestly they're so cool. You feel like a chic driving around leaving those fog lamps on. And everybody knows when I drive these Mercedes, I always leave those fog lamps on, so they always know it's me coming at them. My mother, my father, they know it's me coming down the road with those bright yellow fogs on. Let's take a look inside, shall we? Beautiful blue interior. That noise you hear is the headlights, so I just turned them off. I'll move a little bit slower here. Moonroof, of course, it works. Leather's in good shape. Carpets are in good shape. Everything is very nice. No tears or anything. And of course, those white lines you see there, they always show up more intense on the video than they do in person. But yeah, the seats are in good shape. That's the keys to the car right there, you see. Beautiful blue color, very rich, very elegant. Had a lot of comments in that blue interior. Amazing how many people love these cars, pumping gas, they stop, they talk to you. So, see those tires? This is the first time in my life I've ever bought snow tires just because of how they look. They're absolutely gorgeous. And surprisingly, they are more comfortable, more smooth than any summer tire I've ever had. And they look better, and so therefore I have left them on. Let me put the headlights on. I'm going to turn off those marker lights and we'll put on the headlights, okay? While I'm here, see that little vent right there? It was on there when I bought the car. And I didn't like it at first, but now I love it. Open up that moonroof about 6 or 7 inches in a blinding rainstorm, and it won't get wet inside, so it's really cool. People have asked me through the years, why do you take so many photos? Well, I take a lot of photos because the guy or gal who's going to buy this car, if they have any brains, are going to go through every single one of my pictures carefully and scrutinize every photo, and if they see something, they will call me. And I do the video for the same reason. There's been times before I've advertised a car with something wrong with it. I didn't know what was wrong with it, and somebody else caught it, not me. You know, a little door ding or something like that. All right, so there's your video. And I will recap for you. 1986 Mercedes Benz 420 SEL. It is a 4.2 liter V8 for those of you not in the know. Automatic cruise control, which is not working, by the way. The cruise control is not working on this car. On my website, supersportmotors.com, you'll see a little write-up I have with my phone number, which is 315-853-1967. I am located right here in Clinton, New York, zip code 13323. Now that is right in the center of New York State. I am nowhere near New York City. Thank God. I'm up in the beautiful part of New York State, where the grass is green and the leaves are gorgeous and the people are sweet and kind. And there's classic cars like this to be had in quite a few garages. So this car is going to be stored for the winter. If it doesn't sell, it's going to go up for sale. Again, this is the autumn of 2019. I apologize for any wind noise you may hear. It is kind of windy here today in Clinton, New York. So 315-853-1967 is my phone number. Do not text me. I will not text you back. Half the reason I say that is because I want to see if somebody watched my video to the end. You'd be surprised how many people will see one photo online and without looking at photos and without looking at the video and without looking at the description will call you up and say, tell me everything. Well, I generally won't do that. That's why I do the videos and I do the explanation and I do the photos so that when somebody does call me after looking at all those things, the questions they have are a lot easier to go through with somebody than starting over from scratch with every single person that calls me. This car drives beautiful. I think you'll be very pleased. It is not perfect, although the paint is. And the interior is just about fabulous and perfect too. Please call me with any questions. The car is going to be for sale. Probably the prettiest one I ever had. It sits so level with those beautiful tires and rims and that paint. It's a beautiful car. If you don't know anything about them, do some reading. These W126 Mercedes were made from 79 to 91, and it's the later years that you want. They're a fantastic car. I know a lot about them. They're not nearly as expensive to fix as you might think. And what a pleasure to own and drive and simply show off, if that's your intention. And trust me, you'll be showing off and not even know that you are. So again, Michael Stanton, supersportmotors.com. Call me with any questions. I'll be happy to spend as much time with you on the phone or in person as you want. And on that note, I welcome and encourage all visits to come look at the car in person to make sure it's what you want. And if not, give me a call. We can do all sorts of walkthroughs on the car in person, if you will, on the phone. Okay, so again, 315-853-1967. Thank you for looking at my video of this beautiful 86 420 SEL.